Hello, Harden here. Welcome to another one of my bite-size 20 million encounter missions. This one is Sparring Trial. I've been really lucky with these today. I've actually had 4 of them over the course of the day. As you can see here, this is part of the A Soldier's Way storyline, and I just need that 20 million encounter and I'll be able to pick up the book. I'm not quite sure what this one sells for, but that's one of the ways in terms of running encounters, apart from running as many encounters as you can, collecting the loot, collecting the bounties. The other way to make money from them is collecting the books and selling them. I could run the storylines myself, but unfortunately I don't really have time I'm always at risk of getting interrupted, so I prefer to just stick to the shorter missions and then sell the books. So anyway, let's not waste any time, let's get warping in there now. So Sparring Trial, we're in Kubanan. I'm flying with, as usual, my accompanying fleet of 2 Drakes. Cosmic Anomaly. Sparring Trial is here, 30 AUs away roughly. Fleet Command, Warp Fleet. And we're going to go in there. Okay. So I'm just turning on all the hardness, which is something that's useful to do before you go in, because I often forget. My 2 battle cruisers will arrive first and start the engagement, but again, that doesn't really matter on the first wave. The first wave is relatively easy. It's actually only the 3rd wave that causes problems in these encounters, because you often have 3 battleships, one of which is elite, and that, along with the battle cruiser, along with the cruisers, and along with the destroyers and frigates, adds up to a lot of damage initially particularly if they focus on my battle cruisers. Okay, so the first target here is going to be a Scorpion. I'm approaching with my battle cruisers. I'm turning on the group shield hardeners. Group shield repairers. So yeah, 24 kilometers from one of my battle cruisers and 16 from the other. That one's actually close enough that I will start webbing, and let's hit with this ship as well. Focus fire, approach. On with the 2 target painters, on with the group shield booster, and then my 2 gyro stabilizers and a tracking computer to help with the damage. And my other battle cruiser is also in range, so it's going to turn on its damage mods, turn off its afterburner, save cap, and then get ready to hit the Naga next after the Scorpion goes down. Okay, so we're onto the Naga. I'm going to turn on my tracking computer, which will actually increase the damage because of the range of these guns, and get ready then to hit the Blackbird. One of my battle cruisers took some shields, so I have to turn its shields booster on to supplement the group shield boosters. I've turned that off now, so everything's looking rosy at the end of the first wave. Okay, and here's the second wave. Okay, so we've got Scorpion at 15 kilometers, which is nice. That's actually 14 kilometers, so I can turn on my target painters and my web already. And I'm going to do the same now for my battle cruisers. None of my damage mods have cycled. That's how quickly I kill the first wave. Okay, so yeah, apply some extra damage to the Scorpion. Do that there without counts as well. And that Scorpion, you can see, is dying super quick. Let's get ready to hit the Naga. I've explained this in other videos, but my primary goal is to kill the big stuff first. The small ships do a piddling amount of damage. They have got some E-war, but I'm not warping out or anything like that. I just basically want to take the DPS off because my ships are not super tanked. It's got minimal tank. My primary goal is to remove the DPS, minimize the damage. So yeah. So one of my dregs has a little bit of shield damage, but nothing significant. So I'm just going to leave it going into the final wave. Okay, so this is the one that's probably likely to be more tricky. Okay, so we have a Scorpion is the closest battleship, so that's going to be the primary. And let's see. Yeah. So I've got all 3 of my ships targeting that, but the 2 battle cruisers are out of range currently, so they are targeting my battleships. So I will turn on the battleships and I will start applying some extra damage in terms of range. My first battleship cruiser is about to get into range, at which point I'll apply the first of the webs. Okay, webs and battle cruiser damage on the first one, and the second one will go on shortly. There we go. And now that both the webs are on, I'm going to use my gyro stabilizer, so hopefully they'll do a little bit more damage. My secondary target is going to be Naga here, because there's no other battleship on my target list as yet. So all 3 ships are on the Naga. So again, try and take off some of the extra damage. This is a bit annoying, there's nothing really. Oh, there's the elite trial, so that's the one I'm going for next, the elite trial. And yeah, that'll be my focus fire now. And it's a bit out of range for my battle cruisers, so I'm going to actually approach that with afterburners. Let's hope this isn't one of those ones that has an afterburner and will just keep moving away from me. Okay, so I've got a web on it with one of the battle cruisers, so hopefully that will slow it down enough that I can actually close the gap with my other battle cruiser, in which case this fight won't last much longer. Yeah, I've got a web on with my second battle cruiser, so that guy is basically screwed down. And in terms of damage, I can turn my shield booster off. It was very nice that they actually primaried my Tempest, because the Tempest tank is super good. I've got a lot of cap. The shield booster runs for a long time, and I can actually apply some extra damage on there now as well, and some extra damage from the battle cruisers too. Okay, so my 2 battle cruisers are actually out of range now of that next one. So I'm closing them in, pick up the elite battleship wreck. So I have 3 green items there. There's another battleship wreck I can pick up while I'm close by. Let's see, okay. So those 2 are drifting into the range of the battle cruiser now. Yeah, so not much future for that elite trial opponent. Okay, there you go. So let me just turn off my group shield booster to save some of the fuel. Okay, so that 20 million encounter, if you discount a minute or so talking before I walked in, took a total of about 7 minutes. So not too bad. 17.6 million. That doesn't include the actual bounties from the various ships I killed. All the kind of loot I collected, so quite a nice reward for 7 to 8 minutes work. But obviously this is with 3 accounts, so if you're trying to solo it, it will take a lot longer, and I wouldn't advise doing what I'm doing here, which is walking in an absolute brutal range. It can be very risky, especially if they do target your battle cruiser, because as I said, if you don't kill those battleships quickly, the battle cruiser with one armor hardener and 1 medium shield ripper, they can't keep up the damage for too long, so you just have to get that DPS down as quickly as possible. So anyway, I'm going to end that video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you.